नमस्कार, यो हो जनता टेलिभिजन। तपाई हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ कार्यक्रम सन्दर्भ। म कृति भट्टराई आज पनि यहाँहरु माझ उपस्थित भइसकेकी छु समसामयिक प्रसंगकै सवालमा र यति बेला दशैंको माहौल छ, रमाइलो गर्ने सोचमा हुनुहुन्छ। घरमा खानपान लगायत पारिवारिक भेटघाट अनि रमाइलो गर्ने अनेकन उपायहरुको बीचमा तपाईहरु हुनुहुन्छ होला। यसै बीचमा हामी जनता टेलिभिजनको माध्यमबाट यहाँहरु माझ आएका छौं र यो क्रममा आज हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरमै ख्याति कमाउनु भएका र विशेषतः नेपाललाई असाध्यै माया गर्नुहुने फिल्म मेकर एरिक भ्याली, जसले नेपाली फिल्म इन्डस्ट्री नेपालका डाँडा काँडा पाखा पखेरालाई विश्व सामु चिनाउनको लागि निकै महत्त्वपूर्ण योगदान दिनुभयो भनेर पनि हामी भन्न सक्छौं। एरिक भ्यालीसँगको कुराकानी आजको प्रस्तुति कार्यक्रम सन्दर्भमा। स्वागत छ तपाईलाई।
Good morning and thank you for your welcome.
And happy Dassin, by the way.
Thank you so much. So you're here for your upcoming venture, upcoming project, Beyond the Clouds, right?
Right, I just came here for the launch of the film, which is a film I shot with Bishnu Kalpit, actually a common friend, over 2.5 years, just after the earthquake from something like June of 2015 all the way to the end of last year or mid last year. And the film is about how, when I came in Nepal, everybody was here. CNN was here, NHK was here, the French television, the German television, the American guys and so on. And I wanted to do something for Nepal in a way which would talk about the hardship of Nepal much later. Because what happened is that after the earthquake, everybody was talking about Nepal. And then 4 or 5 months later, everybody had forgotten about Nepal. So I wanted to do something for, the years after, to do something in depth also, something in a place where other news wouldn't go. I'm not a newsman, I'm a storyteller. And so what we did is, as soon as I got to Kathmandu, just a few weeks or maybe just 1 week after the second earthquake, I just took off into the mountains, far into Manaslu area and so on, where 12,000 people, very high up in a valley behind Manaslu in Nubri, were closed off because of huge avalanche. Ani amiaru tian gayo, tian Karikorum tiaina, iskrip pani tiaina, ma yo taoma kaile pani gaiko tiaina, monchearu chineko tiaina, tara amearule tio dive gareko tio duyapta tinapta ko earthquake ko patsi. Pero nepali katina ramosa. Ajabiana. Kaile ramoncha, kaile naramoncha. So I follow in English. So we just dove into this place where no other foreigners were, and we were a very small crew. And we just shot whatever was happening in front of us. So that's the first time I went in a place without script. Oh. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know the place, I didn't know the people. So we just, every day was a big surprise in many ways. So we discovered this closed up valley. Then the people thought about maybe another passage because the monsoon was coming in. Helicopters were flying, WFP helicopters and other helicopters. And some local people thought about another way to feed the valley, to bring food to the valley, which was through a very high pass. And so we just met 2 beautiful kids, Shiva and Raj, 15 years old kid, the same age as my son, who were just thrown out of their destroyed village to make the money of the reconstruction. So they had never worked before, they have never really moved out of their village before, and they were on the trail looking for a job. At the time, the caravan of mules were moving close to this very high pass, which would give access to the high villages in Nubri Valley. But the pass was still closed. The pass was still closed by snow. So we were there just waiting for things to happen, trying to record the life, the struggle of all these people trying to feed this valley.
भनेपछि जस्तो कि हामीले तपाईलाई चिन्दा नेपाललाई माया गर्ने मान्छे तपाई You love Nepal, and especially you love mountains, you love hills. Eric Valley is also known for a mountain filmmaker, especially.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And you have made lots of, you have done lots of such creations to the world. You have given it to the film industry. नेपालमा क्याराभान तपाईले बनाइसकेपछि जो हिमालय भनेर चिनियो, त्यसपछि फेरि फर्किन किन समय लाग्यो?
किनभने तपाईले भन्नुभयो त्यो इट्स अ लभ स्टोरी, त्यो किन यो केटीसँग माया गर्ने अनि यो अर्को केटीसँग भन्नु सक्दैन, त्यो लभ स्टोरी, त्यो एक्सप्लेनेसन त्यो गर्नु सक्दैन। किन पहिले नेपाल आउने भन्दा पहिले अफगानिस्तानमा धेरै बस्यो, धेरै काम गरेको छैन, तर धेरै घुम्यो, अफगानिस्तान धेरै मन पर्थ्यो इन 1970s, early 70s। तर नेपाल पुगेपछि त्यो एकदम, yeah, I fell in love with your culture, I fell in love with the mountains, I fell in love. I did some beautiful stories in the Terai also, in southwest Nepal, about the Ranatarus, about the Raji and things like that. Basically, I think it's a love story, and it's very difficult to explain a love story. I think it's the courage of the Nepalese people in the mountain, you know, the courage to survive, the way that they were when I came, still living in harmony with nature. That was a big thing, a big attraction. And also the dignity of the people. How varied was the culture also. You know, you have many different ethnic groups, many different languages, many different architecture. But what I found in common was this courage, this dignity, this beauty basically. You know, so के बन्ने थियो, मैले केही पनि भन्नु सक्दैन, त्यसैले boom, bam, 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 I was in love. And that's here that I became a photographer, by the way, because by trade I'm a cabinet maker, I'm a woodworker, you know. So I fell in love with Nepal, stayed a long time, learned Nepalese, first thing. तर मेरो नेपाली टेट नेपाली हो, अनि त्यो तपाईको नेपाली धेरै sophisticated भएर त्यो अलिकति लाज लाग्छ मलाई, त्यो काठमाडौँको नेपाली एकदम त्यति राम्रो बुझ्दैन, यो intellectual type को नेपाली. But that's it.
भनेपछि गाउँको भाषा मिठो लाग्छ तपाईलाई?
गाउँको भाषा बोल्नु सक्छु, अलिअलि मिठो लाग्छ, या मिठो लाग्छ, त्यो मेरो कामको लागि, मेरो इन्ट्रेस्टको लागि त्यो नेपाली बोल्दैन भने त्यो कति मेरो काम गर्नु सक्दैन, नेपाली बोल्नु सक्दैन भने त्यो त्यहाँदेखि it just came very naturally. You know, I had this little notebook where I would write नयाँ शब्द.
कसरी सिक्नु भयो सुरुमा यो भाषा?
सुरुमा त्यो एउटा परिवारसँगै बसेर एक्लै थियो, त्यो अर्को विदेशी थिएन, एकदम it was in far east Nepal, in the upper Aron Valley, very far away near the Chinese border. अनि त्यो परिवारसँगै साथी गरेर त्यो डेरा वर्ष बस्यो, अनि त्यो मेरो इङ्ग्लिससँग केही पनि गर्नु सकेन, मेरो फ्रेन्डसँग केही पनि गर्नु सकेन, त्यहाँदेखि नेपाली पढेको यो त्यसै उनीहरूसँगै त्यो अनि पछि त्यो नेपाल काठमाडौँमा फर्केर त्यो टिचरसँगै पनि अलिकति पढेको, तर धेरै जसो त्यो नेपालमा त्यो दुर्गम क्षेत्रमा पढेको थियो मान्छेहरूसँगै.
कति फरक छ तपाई पहिला जतिखेर पहिलोचोटि नेपालमा आउनुभयो, नेपालको पहाड पखेरामा पुग्नुभयो, त्यसपछि अहिले पनि यतिका वर्षपछि पनि बारम्बार बीचबीचमा आइरहनु भएको छ, फरक कति पाउनु भएको छ?
एकदम फरक छ, तर मेरो लागि अहिले पनि रमाइलो छ, त्यो काठमाडौँ धेरै फरक भइसक्यो, तपाईले थाहा हुनुहुन्छ, म 1974 काठमाडौँको फोटो हिजो अस्ति हेरेको थियो, कति फरक थियो, ओके, कति फरक छ, अनि त्यति राम्रो भएन, त्यो म 4 दिन भयो आएर, अनि अहिले त्यो स्रोत भइसक्यो पोल्युसनले, त्यो त्यहाँदेखि यो काठमाडौँ मेरो एकदम राम्रो साथी छ, त्यहाँदेखि मलाई रमाइलो छ, तर अहिले काठमाडौँमा बस्ने मन लागेन, त्यति बस्ने मन लागेन, तर पाहाडमा डेभलपमेन्ट पनि आइसक्यो, तर it's much more balanced than it is in Kathmandu. Kathmandu is a bit of an extreme, you know. So राम्रो पनि छ अनि नराम्रो पनि छ यो डेभलपमेन्ट भइसक्यो
यो डेभलपमेन्टको कुरा गर्दा तपाईँ त दुर्गममा पुग्नु भएको छ कर्णालीको प्रदेशमा घुम्नु भएको छ हैन तपाईँ आउँदाखेरि त्यतिखेर र अहिले त्यहाँको ठाउँलाई काठमाडौँलाई त विकासले छोयो ती ठाउँ त्यो दुर्गम ठाउँमा विकासले छोएको पाउनु भएको छ त्यहाँको हाम्रो जनतामा Do you see development reaching to the villages, to the people?
Yeah, तपाईको कुरा ठिक छ त्यो अहिले डेभलपमेन्ट हेर्नु पाइन्छ त्यो अहिले मान्छेको जीवन दुर्गम क्षेत्रमा अलि सजिलो भइसक्यो त्यो डोल्पोमा त्यो बाटोहरू खोलियो त्यो सबै दुर्गम क्षेत्रमा त्यो बाटो बनाइसक्यो त्यहाँदेखि अलिकति सजिलो हुन्छ अनि त्यो डोल्पामा त्यो यार्साकुम्बु पनि पायो त्यहाँदेखि यार्साकुम्बुले त्यो एकदम चेन्ज लिएर आएको त्यो धेरै गरिब भएको मान्छेहरूले अहिले धनी भइसक्यो उनीहरूको खाना फरक छ उनीहरूको जीवन फरक छ कम्युनिकेसन पनि फरक छ त्यहाँदेखि राम्रो छ उनीहरूको जीवन सजिलो पनि छ तर उनीहरूको ट्रेडिसन पनि धेरै हराउँछ मतलब त्यो पहिले मान्छेहरूले त्यो उनीहरूको काम्लोहरू उनीहरूको ब्ल्याङ्केटहरू बुन्नु सक्थ्यो त्यो उनीहरूको बेराको ऊन याकको ऊनसँगै उनीहरू इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट थियो उनीहरूले त्यो अर्को communication to अर्को सामानहरू चाहिँदैन यो थियो अहिले उनीहरूले चाहिन्छ so they are much more dependent communication are much better in a way it's much better it's much better in many ways
पहिला उनीहरू आफ्नो लागि सबै कुरा आफै गर्थे अब
उनीहरू इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट थियो त्यहाँदेखि एकदम ठुलो कुरा थियो अहिले उनीहरू इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट भएको छैन अनि it's a weakness also but I think त्यो दुर्गम क्षेत्रको मान्छेको लागि धेरै सजिलो भइसक्यो
के कुराले जुन उनीहरूलाई इन्डिपेन्डेन्सीतिर चाहिँ के कुराले लग्यो what made them transfer to being independent rather than being dependent on their own
हेर्नुस् न त्यो जीवन हो त्यो हामीहरू त्यो नयाँ कुरा खोज्दैछौँ नयाँ बाटोमा जाने मन लाग्छ नयाँ संस्कृति पढ्ने मन लाग्छ त्यो दुर्गम क्षेत्रको मान्छेहरूले त्यो अलि बाहिर जाने मन लाग्छ काठमाडौँमा जाने मन लाग्छ धेरै जसो डोल्पोको मान्छेहरूले कि काठमाडौँमा आउनुभयो अनि काठमाडौँमा पढेर उनीहरू त्यो न्युयोर्कमा पुगिसक्यो कि पेरिसमा पुगिसक्यो कि जापानमा पुगिसक्यो त्यहाँदेखि एकदम राम्रो पनि छ मेरो विचारमा that's the way the world is going it's a kind of now it's a global village and it's very interesting I was in New York and I had to take a taxi to go to the airport because of some thing in a hurry and things like that and I was there and I don't know how the guy I don't know we started to speak Nepalese the guy was Nepalese and he knew about caravan and he was from Solukhumbu and he knew my assistant Lakpa I couldn't believe it it is quite incredible so this I really like and what I find a pity, and we talked about it at the premiere of the film with a very interesting man, is that many young people, bright young people, are leaving Nepal. Most of the most clever, the energy, the youth and the strength, the Shakti of Nepal is leaving abroad, and for me, and for many Nepalese, it's and for the government, obviously, and for the economy. In a way, it's a problem that the government should face in many ways. But I'm not a politician at all. I just take this opportunity to say it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now let's move on to movies and all.
Okay.
So, from a cabinet maker to the transformation to an internationally acknowledged director, what made Eric Valli come into a movie?
हेर्नुस् न त्यो म घुम्दाखेरिमा एकदम सबेरै घुम्न गयो त्यो I was 16 त्यो 16 वर्ष पुगेर म घुम्न गयो किनभने मेरो रगतमा छ त्यो म नमाद भइसक्यो म तिनले जस्तो तिनले मेरो एकदम राम्रो साथी थियो अनि हामीहरू त्यो दुबई थियो नमाद थियो so I'm a nomad and I travel. My parents were very understanding. My father is a painter, an artist, and he gave me a camera. I started to take pictures, especially in this place I was telling you, in eastern, far northern eastern Nepal, in the Arun Valley. And one day I came back to Paris. I was showing my pictures to friends, to family. I didn't know anybody, you know. And one day I met this girl and she said, wow, you should show your pictures to a publisher. I said, I don't know any publisher. She knew a publisher. And I went to see him just like this. She got a meeting for me and he said, let's make a book, 1981, first book. And then the book was popular. Then I became a photographer. Then I'm fascinated by Tapeharuko Basama Kani Bonsat, your story. You have kata. Ma kata kozne manseo. Tio matlab, I like to tell stories, you know. And in Nepal, tio Nepal ma kata katicha, yanusa katicha. Tio tiandeki ya basio ani kata ma kata ko sikario. Kata ko sikario. Yeah, that's a good one. It just came to me. Kata ko sikario. Ani yata ramro kata paebane. Maile tio kata ko monche sangai basu. I live with them. I learn their language. I get stung by the same bees or by the same upia and this and that. And I share their life and then maybe I make an article, maybe I make a book, maybe I make a documentary, maybe I make a feature. And then it turns out that people like my work, you know, because why? Because I don't know. Why do they like it? I don't know.
Have you ever questioned yourself? Like you are questioning, why do people like me? So you might have questioned this. What
me questioning myself? Are you joking? I never question myself.
Okay.
So, are you joking?
No, I
always question myself.
Okay, fine.
I'm always questioning my bloody self.
So I just wanted to question you. So what do you think? What Eric Valley thinks? Why people like his creations? Why people like his work?
When I look at my work, when I saw my film the other day, I find so many bloody mistakes, so many naivety, so many kind of clumsy stuff and things like that. But there is one thing I have to say is that whatever, I never studied filmmaking, I never been to school and things like that. So I do it with my guts, you know, I do it with my love, whatever. And I see so many mistakes. I cannot see Caravan anymore because I see such weaknesses and things like that. But there is one thing I have to say, and it's not because I'm proud of my work. I'm very often not happy with my work. I'm never happy with my work, by the way, if you want to know. But it's sincere and it's as true as I can, as close to the people as I can.
Okay.
So that's it. So maybe there is something of this going through the screen. I don't know. Okay,
so I was just going through your works and you were just telling me that we have whole lots of stories in Nepal.
Yeah,
you find lots of stories. धेरै कथा छ भन्नुभयो. तर कतिपय नेपाली फिल्म जुन मेन स्ट्रीमको फिल्महरू हुन्छ अथवा नेपाली फिल्महरू जुन अहिले इन्टरनेशनल लेभलमा पनि जान्छन्, कतिपय कन्टेक्स्टमा नयाँ कथा नै भेट्न सक्दैनन् भन्ने गुनासो सुनिन्छ. We listen to those complaints that they are not getting new stories. What do you have?
त्यो नेपालको सिनेमाको बारेमा त्यो हेर्नुस् त्यो मा विदेशी हो त्यहाँदेखि मा तपाईको संस्कृति ता नभएर it's all new, you know, so maybe I'm much sharper than what you may be because you are Nepalese and maybe you take things for granted. But there are some Nepalese filmmakers who are looking for stories, you know, for Nepali stories. Now, what I try to do when I do a story is not to be exotic. I think it's a trap to be exotic. I try to go, can I do that? Do I do that? I find my work very superficial at times, but to go to the common ground, the universal things, the emotion. We could talk about emotion. And you know, you are Nepalese, I'm French, he's Chinese, Texan, African. The same thing make us cry, the same things make us laugh. So I try to go there. Okay. You know, the story is a Nepalese story I tell, but it could be, I remember when the film was launched in the States, when we went to the Academy Award and so on, there is a critic who just said, oh, this is the first Himalayan Western. And I just thought, oh, great, I never thought of it. But I just thought, oh, great, I was very proud of this because I never thought of it, you know. But so we had touched by doing this very exotic film, you want it or not. I mean, these Dolpo guys are incredibly exotic, you know. We had touched something which was universal, and that's why that's a part of the success of Caravan, I think.
Okay, so now again let's move on to Beyond the Clouds. That is being released 26th October, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's scheduled for 26th October.
Yeah, at QFX, yeah.
So what is it about? Because when it comes Eric Valle's movie, there are expectations, there are things, so how do you like to say, like, what is this movie of?
So I got into the mountain, it was a mess. And I didn't know what would happen, you know. So, and what happened actually is that I saw all these different ethnic groups, all these different people, Gurung, Tamang, whatever, Tibetan, Dabadam, whose life had been completely destroyed, getting together and rebuilding this incredible trail across huge stone avalanche, rebuilding this bridge across white, crazy waters, and getting together, you know, this incredible resilience that the Nepalese people have, which in a way, that's what the film is about this incredible resilience of the Nepalese mountain people, who just put their differences aside. Yeah. And just got together to, at the risk of their life, to be able to connect themselves again, to rebuild this trail connecting people and things like that. You know, that's, you know, if we don't, there is this beautiful man who was saying, you know, these trails, they are like the vein of our arm. If they are cut, we die. And that's really true. You know, if there is no communication, if these trails are not open, then the culture dies, the life is gone and things like that. So it was just day to day, that's what I witnessed through these two kids, 15-year-old kid I was talking about, yeah. And through an older man who is 70 years old, with an incredible, old-fashioned Nepalese porter, and with a great, wise man. So I had the chance to live with them. Over the 2.5 years, I came to see them 5 times. Almost 6 months shooting in 5 times to see the evolution to see if they would be able to rebuild their house, rebuild their life, and seeing their courage, their determination, their tears, their fear, getting very close to them, and seeing at the end them winning, you know, in some ways. With some big scars, obviously, you know, I mean, you don't get out of such a trauma without, you know, big scar, but coming out of it, and because of their strength, because of their dignity, and so that's what the film is about. It's about resilience and dignity and hard work.
Okay, and courage, of course.
And courage, of course, yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much for all these interesting questions, and happy Dassin again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
हामी यति बेला कुराकानी गरिरहेका थियौं अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरमै ख्याति कमाएका फिल्म निर्देशक एरिक भ्यालीका साथमा। यो दशैंको अवसरमा हामीले विशेष कुराकानी उहाँसँग प्रस्तुत गर्यौं, यसकारण पनि कि उहाँद्वारा निर्देशित अर्को एउटा फिल्म अर्को एउटा डकुमेन्ट्री फिल्म जसको नाम राखिएको छ बियोन्ड द क्लाउड्स, बादल पारी नेपालीबाट भन्नुपर्दाखेरि चाँडै नै रिलिज हुँदैछ। यो सन्दर्भमा हामीले केही कुराकानी राख्यौँ। आजको लागि कार्यक्रमको समय पनि सकिएको छ। दशैं रमाइलोसँग बिताउनुहोस्। फेरि पनि एकपटक तपाईहरुलाई हार्दिक मङ्गलमय शुभकामना भन्दै म प्रस्तुताकृति पनि बिदा माग्छु। नमस्कार।